a slab in this one, Paul Skeens. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's Francisco Lindor. And he deals. Not even close there. And we're underway in Pittsburgh.
First pitch, 6:40.
That one called a strike. And the count 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
To the right side, Gonzalez throws to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's a Mets lineup now. And perhaps part of the game plan is to get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're facing a staff that's blown a lot of games in the later innings.
Boog, as hitters, you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game, because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of confidence that this game will not be over until that final out.
Brandon Nimmo in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
(2-0). And another ball. That one is inside ball four. And I mean, oh, so close.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
Skeens checks over to first, and he's back. And now it's Juan Soto.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
The 0-2 stays alive.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Inside, almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Misses off the plate. 1-0. Nimmo leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
That's a ball. Outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Close,
Nope,
but called a
ball.
ball. And now 3 balls and a strike. So now 2 on
Ball 4.
and
Take
2
your
outs.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. At the belt and fires. Right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, 2 outs. Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bam. And that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, and getting the call here, Griffin Canning.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the veteran DH, Adam Frazier. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
It's 0-1.
And a foul ball. On the ground right side. Mauricio with the throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is not a team that's had much success driving the baseball so far this year. They have to rely on stringing hits together as opposed to scoring a lot of runs on homers, doubles, and triples. So it's hard to bunch runs together.
And that's exhausting when your team is at the bottom of the league in slugging percentage, and how much it takes, Boog, for you to put together a rally and put together a big inning. Just a difficult thing to do consistently over a long season. So somehow, some way, somebody's going to have to find some power in this lineup so that they can have some easier wins and enjoy this season a little bit more.
There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Canning checks the runner, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps scoring a ball in the gap.
In the dirt. Man at first, one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Gonzalez.
And stepping in is the speedy Nick Gonzalez.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Ball.
Just missed. Two outs. And that one fouled off. And he pumps it a strike. Two balls, two strikes to count with 2 outs.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
On the ground to the left. They get the force, and that is the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're down 1-0. Back here at PNC Park, now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Skeens back to work. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Next offering is fouled back.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Not close with that one, and the count is even 2-2. That one to first, boots it, still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Catcher, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. 1 out, bases empty. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 down, bases empty. Ronnie Mauricio now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
And the sweeper misses. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. 2 outs, base is empty. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back. Here's
Leading
O'Neal
off for the
Cruz.
Pirates, center fielder, O'Neal.
Oh, here's a deal not everyone
Cruz.
remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Batting sixth, left fielder.
Here's Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And that misses off the
that's the
outside
ball.
edge. Cruz on at first. Nobody out. And that is out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Outside. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes,
2-2.
may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So up next, Jared Triolo.
That's
Just
the ball.
missed. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. A little out front there as he swings through it. Time to check on our
1-1.
umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
No, that missed.
There's
That's
the
the
ball.
ball.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Man at second.
Ball outside.
That's in there. 3-2 now.
Count's full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on
Catcher,
first and second,
Henry
they've set up a double play
Davis.
opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. That misses.
1-0.
And that's ball 1. One out. Runners at first and second. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That clips the corner.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And that drops in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Next offering
Ball,
upstairs.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Adam Frazier. Grounded out his first time up. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Ball.
Good spot for the hitter.
Two
Definitely
balls,
has the
one strike.
advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. On to the third
Leading
inning,
off with the
and now
Mets,
it's Frankie Lindor.
shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Oh, he doesn't
That
get
missed.
the
That's a
call.
ball.
And that's ball 1.
And that's a pitch
1-0.
early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That one fouled off. Just off the inside edge. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Inside,
Look out.
almost got him. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Cruz drifts towards it, and there's one down.
Now batting.
Here's Brandon
designated
Nimmo.
hitter,
He
Brandon
walked
Nimmo.
and came around to score his first time up. And a foul ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Reynolds makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. Struck out swinging his first time. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. This one in the air. Connor Falefa. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark
off for the
as
Pirates,
we go
right
to the last
fielder,
of the third.
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds here.
Reynolds.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next
That's the
offering
ball.
is down low.
1-2.
Fans
Pizza.
another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now the first
Now
baseman,
batting,
Spencer
first baseman,
Horwitz.
Spencer
0 for 1. He struck out swinging last
Horwitz.
time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's usually
Zero
not
balls,
one to
one
chase
strike.
pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Tied up here in the early going. Foul ball still 0-2. That one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Torrens right there to make the grab. 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nick Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
He's 0 for 1. On the inside corner for a strike. And that one pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball out to center field. Taylor coming on. Hauls it in to end the inning. We played 3 full innings, and we're tied at 1. Back here in Pittsburgh, on to the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one
One
way
ball, 2
outside,
strikes.
and the count is 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
RBI single his last time up.
Runner takes off, and it's fouled off. Alonso gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground. Triolo toss to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Fly to left his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Two outs. And that skips in the dirt. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Pham under it, brings it in, and that is that. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
That one almost got him.
One and two's the count.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Pham.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Tommy Pham. That one the other way. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. That's out number 2.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And now the count is even. And he chases that one. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Still tied 1-1. Back here at PNC Park, here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Skeens back to work. That one at triple digits.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just
That's
missed.
A ball. 3-1.
Next offering is fouled back. That one misses.
Take your base,
So a
ball
leadoff walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Go ahead run on base. And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. His first at bat was a strikeout. Popped up, and there's one away. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Cruz pulls it in on the run.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. Sliced hard but foul. Lindor goes 5 feet 11 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And that misses. And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
And he grounds one to the right side. Gonzalez to first in time. Lindor retired. Third out. Mets strand one. Score remains tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis.
Henry Davis.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Runner on the move. On the ground, right side. And it's through for a hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And the batter now, Adam Frazier. And fouled off. Davis at third. Kiner-Falefa at first with no outs. And it's even up.
That's in.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch.
Ground ball right side could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. And a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
In the air, right side. Soto gets under it, and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets 1. Top 6. Now it's the DH, Brandon Nimmo. Line to left, down the line, and it's foul. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And now it's 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. Curve in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got it! He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Juan Soto now. Infield shifted to the pull side. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Up and in. Now 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's Pete Alonso. That's off the mark. Ball 1. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Misses off the inside, and it's 2-1. And it's fouled away. Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
And he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
And it remains 2-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. His 19th home run of the year, and we're all square. It's 2-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Paul Skeens departs, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching
Andrew
for the
Heaney
Pirates.
on the pitch here. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Andrew Heaney.
Now the left fielder, Jeff McNeil.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Handles, throws to first. That's out number 3. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. There's the strike up high. It's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Number 82, a left-hander, also throwing. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive, and out number 1 on the grab.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Griffin Canning is done, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the New York
Reed Garrett on to pitch out of the pen here.
Number 75.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Gets under it and pops it up. Mauricio. Out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, O'Neal
Cruz, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Splits the plate, and it's 0-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And there's the ball. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there. Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Now at the plate, Luis Torrens.
No, that's down.
First pitch just misses. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Ronnie Mauricio.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Stays alive. Two outs. And 1 and 2.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Foul ball there. This one in the air. Torrens under this one. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jared
Up next for the
Triolo.
Pirates, Jared Triolo. A strikeout and a walk. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Man at first with
Up
1
next
gone.
for the
Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis.
Henry Davis.